Hello, Z9 Designs family. I hope you're doing well. I am excited about turning trash into cash and would like to know how much you would like to pay for it. So let me know in the comments. The host of this open challenge is David Owens Creates. So be sure to like, subscribe, save, and comment on his channel. And the link is in the description box below. Now, there are other collaborators that have made some interesting items out of trash. So be sure to subscribe, like, save, and comment on their channels also. The link to the playlist is in the description box below. So let's get started. DIY number 1, an empty can to storage. The supplies needed include a praline rolled wafer can, that's trash, white and black spray paint, Mod Podge, and a label. That is it. And you can use any kind of can, even a tin can if you like. Now, everyone needs storage that does not take up a lot of room. I had some lavender that was in a medium-sized bag and it was almost empty. However, I needed something smaller to put the last bit of lavender inside and something with a lid. I cleaned the can and spray painted it white. The top of the can was spray painted black. And there are plenty labels that you can print that are free online, and so I took advantage of that. And I took some Mod Podge to adhere it to the can. So there you have it. You can make more. You can put candy, seeds, or lavender inside for your craft room. And this is has a vintage vibe. So how much would you pay for it if lavender was inside the can or if it was empty? How about $5 for this one? DIY number 2, a shaker pumpkin. These are so cute that I decided to make 3 of them, and they're all different. The supplies needed include some empty tape rolls. There were 3 of them. They were throwing them out. And the paint choice, I used eggplant, pumpkin, and green. And you need a wood or pumpkin stem, beads or something that shakes, plastic in medium thickness, that was trash, reptile adhesive, gold spray paint, leaves or aluminum from aluminum tray, that was trash, a couple of gold gems, and some scissors. A friend of mine at the workplace had lots of empty tape rolls, and I asked her to give me a few. I knew that I was going to use them in Decor, which I used them previously as candle holders, but I got the bright idea one night that I could use them as a shaker pumpkin. I painted the roll inside and outside. Now you can paint it the same color inside as you do outside, but there was one I painted gold inside and then the outside was eggplant. You need 2 circular pieces of medium weight plastic, and this was from, you open a package and you get the item out and you throw it away, but I thought I would use it this time because we need to save our environment. So the 2 circular pieces were cut, and you just make a circle around using the tape roll and they will fit. Now, if you don't get it just right, don't worry about it because you can always trim it when it's dry. So I put a moderate amount of reptile adhesive to put around the edges, and I put the plastic on top. The inside, you can put whatever you like. I've got some ideas for some other holidays. You can put foam beads, glass or plastic beads that are put inside. When you put the plastic on one side, make sure it's nice and dry. Then you put your beads in, and then you put the other plastic on top of that, and you wait till it's dry. You don't want to move the beads around while it's wet. You want to make sure it's nice and dry so that they don't stick to the sides. Now, after it was dry, there are 3 stems, well, 2 different stems that you can put on top. The first stem you can put is from a real pumpkin, and last year when I went pumpkin hunting, found little bitty pumpkins, and it dried. I let it dry, and I just snapped the top off of that, and I used that on the eggplant pumpkin. Other than that, you can just hot glue wood pieces to the top, or anything that will resemble a stem. Now for the eggplant one, I put a stencil on the eggplant colored pumpkin, and I stenciled gold all the way around. So it gives it kind of a really cool modern look. Then I cut some aluminum leaves that I cut out with my leaf punch, and I hot glued them by the stem along with 2 gold gems. Now for the other ones, you have the option of putting moss around the wood stump and green leaves, and you can paint these any colors, or you can add jewels, do whatever you want. But for the other pumpkins, I painted one orange and the other one green. Put moss around them. You can put little sunflowers around them. So let me know what you think, because I have not seen anything like this around. So this is the first. So hopefully this one can go viral. Now, I would sell these for about $15 because they're, a lot of things went into it. So would you go higher or lower if you were going to sell these? Let me know. DIY number 3, a paper bag leaf wreath. At work, we get lots of boxes, and they have packing paper in them, or some have the bubble wrap or whatever, but these had packing paper, and I was going to throw them away, and I was like, you know what, I might be able to use these for something. So we'll tell you about that a little bit later. So the supplies needed include wrinkled brown paper, acorn tops, I picked those up last fall, some pom-poms, red and white, from Dollar Tree. I had these on hand, and a grapevine wreath, 18-inch, and that was from Joann Fabrics, and some hot glue, and then a leaf pattern. So I used this leaf pattern, and I had to move it around this crumpled up brown paper to make 24 leaves. Now, my inspiration from this came from the Happy Nester. She has a blog and showed how to make a leaf wreath out of paper bags. Now, her leaves were not crumpled. All that I had was crumpled up brown paper, and I used that to my advantage because I thought to myself, leaves are not perfect. When they fall, they're sometimes brown, they're crumpled, and so I cut 24 leaves from the free pattern, the Happy Nester printables. And I cut 3 to 4 leaves that were shaped like a bowl, I guess. And I used some thin branches that I just picked off of the grapevine wreath to hot glue them to. Once all of the leaves were cut, I began tucking and hot gluing them throughout the grapevine wreath. Now you will notice that the leaves are not all the way around the grapevine wreath. I started 3/4 of the way up on each side, leaving a portion of the top empty. And once I completed that portion, I tucked one of the almond-shaped leaf on one side and another on the opposite side. Then I took one oak leaf to fan out into the middle of the wreath. Now to kind of give it a little interest. Then I began hot gluing and scattering the pom-poms throughout the wreath. Now the acorn tops that I gathered last year, I just hot glued a white pom-pom inside, and then I just tucked those throughout the wreath. I think this looks really, really fantastic. So what do you think? I can see this easily turning this trash into cash. I probably would sell it for $25 or more. Is this too high or is this too low? Well, that is all, Z9 Designs family. Make sure you subscribe, like, save, and comment. I am trying to reach 1,500 on my channel, and I want to sincerely thank you for your comments and support. And I like to give you different ideas of how you can craft and how you can make your house look special. And I know you're watching from all over the United States and other parts of the world. So keep watching, because another giveaway hopefully will be soon. Also follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. And give me a thumbs up because it helps my channel grow. And remember, love is so short and forgetting is so long. This is by Pablo Neruda. See you later. Bye-bye.